Hi, I'm Michael Senoff, founder and CEO of HardToFindSeminars.com. For the last 5 years, I've interviewed the world's best business and marketing minds. Now my challenge is to build the world's largest free resource for online, downloadable audio business interviews. I've learned a lot in the last 5 years, and today I'm going to show you the skills you need to survive.
You want them to get so hot and bothered that before they even put the piece down, they're on the phone and they're dialing. And we have people, this current piece I've got out now, getting a 6-to-1 return. People are calling before they're finishing the piece.
John's got an attitude, and he's going to talk about selling with an attitude. John Carlton.
My name is John Carlton, and I am a night owl. I freely admit this. I'm not ashamed of it. The reason I say this is because as a night owl, I had to be my own boss. I couldn't work for other people because I just couldn't get myself up in the morning and get to work on time and do all the things that they wanted me to do. That's how I wound up in as a advertising copywriter. When I go to work, I travel all of 10 feet to the front of my Ocean View beach house, where I have everything I need spread out on a couple of tables. I use a computer, fax, phone. It's a great lifestyle, able to make a very, very good living. Over the last 10 years as a freelancer, I've worked with some of the top LA agencies. For the last 4 or 5 years, I've worked with Gary Halbert. He and I are a writing team. We generated many millions of dollars during that period of time. I did all the work late at night. Gary took all the credit during the day. So it was a perfect partnership. I've written for Jay Abraham, working with him right now. A few other people. Currently, I have some letters in the mail bringing my new clients about $6 for every $1 that they invest. So I have been able to hold on to my talent over the years, and I am very happy for that. What I'm going to talk about very briefly is I'm going to give you an inside glimpse as to how a writer like myself structures the appeal of an offer. And I know you can't see it very well, but this is a chart I have made. I call this the appeal-o-meter. On this side, we have cold, hard reality, if you're writing this down. All the way on the other side, we have magic. This is the height of the graph. Down here is 0. Almost nobody likes the appeal. Almost nobody will respond. At the very top is almost everybody. And I'm going to give you about 5 examples, and these examples are all going to follow more or less this curve. From cold, hard reality being almost nobody, all the way up to almost everybody when you include magic. This will become clear as I begin to deliver this. I'm going to give you 5 different markets that I've worked in and examples of the 2 different kinds of offers, from the reality side and from the magic side. On the diet market, for example, if you were trying to sell a piece either in the mail, in print, on TV, in a video, if you were going to deliver cold hard reality for a diet product, you would say something like, you must eat less, exercise till you drop, be patient, and lose your couch potato lifestyle. I think everybody will agree that's a pretty negligible appeal. I think almost nobody will respond to that. On the magic side, the offer would be something like you eat a pill, you go to bed, and you wake up skinny. Now, Gary will attest to this. There are actual offers that crop up from time to time in the National Enquirer, saying just that. Lose weight while you sleep, things like that. So I'm not making this up. A middle ground in the middle of this might be something like Richard Simmons' video. You're all familiar with that, where it's sort of, you work hard, but the pounds come off like magic. Maybe to be a little more clear on this, the way I like to write is I try to get as close to the side of presenting a magic solution to the people that I'm trying to get to buy the product I'm selling, without being absurd. As long as I can rationally present my argument and put as much of the magical appeal into it, getting as far away from the cold hard reality. That's where I like to be. Another example is the financial field. I've written for a lot of the financial newsletters. The cold hard reality of the financial markets is that you would have to study the financial markets until your eyes bleed. You risk everything you own and you sweat bullets constantly. I think everyone will agree that's an appeal that is very, very low appeal. On the magic side, if I was going to have the perfect product, it would be take simplistic, no-risk investment advice for a few spare bucks, go to bed, wake up rich. That has big-time appeal, and I have seen appeals like that in the mail. The middle ground would be, I would present a trustworthy, proven plan by a well-known financial advisor, and those are the types that I have written for. Another market is the opportunity market. The cold hard reality of the opportunity market, sometimes called the get-rich-quick market. The reality is you would find a viable market niche through tedious trial and error. You'd work like a dog and take ridiculous risks with your future. This has a low to moderate appeal. Actually, people like Jay Abraham and Robert Allen are able to sell very high-priced products using that very appeal. On the magic side, the perfect product would be you would buy a how-to book, and it's not necessary to actually read it. You'd go to bed, and you'd wake up rich. Another market is the popularity market. Everything from how to pick up girls to the Dale Carnegie, how to win friends and influence people. On the cold hard reality of the popularity market, you would have to actually learn to listen to other people. You would have to purge yourself of all disgusting habits, and you'd have to risk your ego constantly. This is an okay appeal. Dale Carnegie did pretty well with this. On the magic side, however, you listen to a subliminal tape, you go to bed, and you wake up with a gorgeous blonde lying next to you. I think that would have monster appeal. You could see how that would. And there are actually products out there selling that type of product in exactly that way. I've tried them all. A market I'm currently involved in is what we call the muscle market. It's marketing products to bodybuilders. Now, it's a very interesting market. The cold hard reality of the muscle market is that you would have to work out like hell, hurt all the time, and have no life outside of the gym. This actually has a moderate response, which tells you something about that market. Even so, there is a magic appeal to that market, and that would be you drink some goop, you work out once, and you wake up looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger. And there are appeals out there just like that. In that muscle market, 20% response is very, very common. In fact, I have two pieces working right now, and 20% response is just phenomenal in any kind of market. And these guys that I'm working for, if they get less than 20%, they're very, very disappointed, and they're so spoiled by the. To bring this home a little bit, a personal experience I had recently was I went to buy a new computer. I was working on a 10-year-old computer doing word processing with 10-year-old software, and finally it broke down and I had to go out into the computer market and buy a new one. I am computer illiterate. Anyway, so I went out there. I live in Los Angeles. Within a 10-mile radius of my home in Los Angeles, there must be 100 stores just selling computers. However, I chose to buy my computer from a company in South Dakota. I never met the people I talked to, did it all over the phone, and they shipped it to me through the mail. The reason was because they offered me a magical solution.
Hi, it's Michael Senoff with HardToFindSeminars.com. Thanks for watching this video. You know, many of my interviews last 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour, sometimes even up to 2.5 hours long. They're actual mini seminars, and you've just listened to a short sample of just one of over 117 hours of exciting, hard-hitting, mind-blowing interviews on how to make money in direct mail, advertising, copywriting. I assure you, there is not a resource resource anywhere on the internet or on the planet that comes close to the free information I provide at hardtofindseminars.com. So go right now to hardtofindseminars.com and you'll have free access to 117 hours of audio interviews with typed word-for-word downloadable transcripts and downloadable MP3 files. Please browse some more of the videos or go right directly to hardtofindseminars.com. Thanks for watching.